My grandma gave me all of her yarn. So I didn't really even know that my grandma did much knitting or crocheting, but she sent me a message a while back and said, hey, do you want some yarn? And I said, yeah. So I expected it to be like a couple of skeins from a failed started hobby or something, right? Well, not quite. There's a lot of yarn here, and I wanted to show you. So let's go through it together. I haven't really looked at it that closely, so we can discover together what kind of goodies she gave me. I looked at this a tiny bit, and the one that was right on top was a bag of acrylic yarn, like super mega cheap acrylic yarn. It felt horrible, terrible. I wanted to throw it in the trash. And the other thing I found was this note, and it says, hi Helena, I forgot that you probably don't speak Norwegian. Let me translate. Whatever you don't want, I can get back, and I'll give it to number 2 on the list, Grandma. So I did give her that back, because it was like straw. It was really bad. So I could understand she wanted to get rid of it, but she told me to give it back if I didn't want it. So I did. But the rest of it, I've only glanced at. So let's take a look. Bag in a bag. Oh, wow. Okay. So in here we have some Pompeii, 100% natural fiber. I've never seen this in my life. 40% cotton, 40% wool, and 20% linen. Interesting. Calls for 5mm knitting needles, 50 grams. Oh, this is actually Sandnes garn, I think. As you can see, I mean, it's very old. I'm guessing she's had this for a while, but it feels okay. It's a little bit scratchy, but it feels all right. And there is so much of it. There's 1 skein of white, 1 skein of blue. Oh, and a failed knitting project in blue. I'll frog that. And then we have 2 normal skeins of the pink, but we also have this in the pink. So there's a lot of pink. Ooh, it smells like an attic. That's fine. They're pretty colors though. It's giving pride. But yeah, there's a lot of yarn here. Yarn weights isn't really a thing in Norway. You more go by gauge. So this doesn't say what weight yarn it is. It just says 16 stitches equals 10 centimeters. It's just giving you a gauge swatch, basically, which is extremely unhelpful, okay? I really don't like that you don't get weights on things. But just by looking at it, I would say it's maybe a 2 weight, a 1 or a 2 weight. Of course, I chose the color that is the same as my skin. There you go. That's the thickness of it. But some places are a little bit thicker, like right here. So it might be like a 1 or 2-ish. But that's a lot of yarn. I do like that it's all the same type, so I can mix and match. Kind of weird though to have a yarn that has both. It's like a cotton linen blend, but it also has a wool in it. What do you make with that? Let me know if you have any ideas. Hello? Next up we have an entire sleeve. Turns out my grandma does knit. This looks so good. What the heck? Did she just not want to finish it, or? Okay, look at this. It's like it's probably called something. It's like a textured stitch pattern. And it's a whole ass sleeve. Okay, cool. Put that aside. Oh, and then we have the matching yarn. Okay, so this is Trysil. That's the brand. It's called Air Blow Yarn. What? Look at that. Blow yarn, apparently. I don't know what that means. Okay. Oh, apparently Trysil is made by House of Yarn. Interesting. It's color 155. This is 55% wool, 20% acrylic, and 25% nylon. 50 grams. Recommended needles 5 to 6. And 16 to 18 stitches for 10 centimeters. Yeah, I would say maybe a 2 to 3 weight, probably. But it's a really interesting color. You can see it more on this finished sleeve. It's blue, but it has some flecks of green in it. I don't know if it's gonna show up well on camera, but it's really nice. I really like the color. It has like just the tiniest like hint of green, and it's pretty soft, pretty nice. I wouldn't be able to wear it because I can't wear wool because of sensory issues. It's too scratchy for me, but pretty much everything is too scratchy for me. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, so there's this yarn, and there is, dear God, there's so much of it. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 unopened skeins. And then this as well, which is probably, what, a skein or so? Yeah, that's a lot. Again, if you have any suggestions of what you think this would look good as, please let me know. I don't know at this point. This is, I guess, the thrill and the challenge of having secondhand yarn. It's not something you usually use. And then the last thing in here is the same yarn, but in a purple color. And it has the same sort of like color play in it, but it's 2 shades of purple, or is it maybe purple and gray? Unsure, but it looks really nice as well. And it's the exact same yarn, so the same fiber contents and everything. And of this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have this one, which is obviously used. And we have this one, which is obviously used to make, I guess, the start of a tiny neckline or something. Or maybe, oh, maybe this is another sleeve cuff. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's also a ton of the purple. Now, ironically, purple and blue are some of the colors that I use the least. It's a challenge. And then the final thing that was in that bag is a bunch of magazines. I have never gotten a pattern from a magazine in my life, but you know, they're nice, I guess. Some of them look like something I could actually do and could actually be interested in making. Oh, look at that. It even has some petite knit on there. Little sweater thing. A lot of this is knitting though, which I don't do much, but there is some crochet in here. So I'll have to look through these and see if there's anything I'm interested in, intrigued by. Strikk og hekle. There's some crochet. Interesting. I mean, the value of this stack right here, honestly, probably kind of a lot. Because patterns can be expensive. So, free patterns. I'll take it. All right, so that concludes the yarn haul. That's all the yarn that my grandma gave me. A bit of a shorter video today. Sorry. Or maybe you're welcome. Whichever you prefer. I'm sorry about the glare on my glasses. I have to see. And also it is winter in Norway, so a ring light is sort of a non-negotiable. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to catch my future uploads. My website and my social media links all down there. Make sure to leave me a comment with what you think I should use this yarn for, because at this point I have no idea whatsoever. So, any help would be very appreciated. That being said, I hope to see you next time.